Welcome, everybody, to the Shadow Chopstick podcast. I am brought to you here, TDubSenpai, with my two co-hosts, Stro and Chermo. Say hello, guys.
Yo.
How's everybody doing?
Mushy.
Washi. Well, we're here. The first episode of a new arc, new beginnings, new podcasts, new faces, new topics. And today we're just gonna talk about what got us into anime, the origin story of what made us the weebs we are today. Who wants to go first?
The weebs.
Wait, are we weebs?
Yeah.
Are we not?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely am.
Proudly. 100%.
Who wants to go first?
I'll start.
All right.
I'll start us off. So, I started off watching anime when I didn't really know it was an anime, technically. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z on, what was it called when Cartoon Network had their little session at night? They changed the name of it.
Toonami?
Oh, Toonami.
Yeah. So I used to watch Dragon Ball Z on that all the time at night on the weekends. I just always assumed it was a cartoon. I didn't know it was technically anime, so that's what first got me started. So like, how did y'all kind of get introduced, I guess, into the anime scene?
Chermo?
My was the exact same way. Literally, same exact. I was watching it with my brother when we were little on Toonami.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball, yeah. And I never knew it was an anime until literally like started going to high school. And when I would talk about it, people would be like, "Hey, bro, you watch that?" I'm like, "Wait a minute, like, is there something wrong? It's just a cartoon, bro."
When you run into somebody else that watched Dragon Ball Z, y'all instantly developed a connection.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
you watch
instant
Dragon Ball Z?
connection. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was. I used to have like action figures. Like, you didn't have a childhood if you didn't try to go Super Saiyan at least once.
Yes.
If you in your lifetime,
Yeah.
you did not have a childhood. But I mean, Dragon Ball Z it set such a not standard, but it just popularized anime in our side of the world, like the Western side of the world. It was a game changer, kind of put anime on the map for people in the United States. So I feel like a lot of people's origin story is going to be Dragon Ball Z 100%.
Yeah,
Like, that's how they got into anime, and they didn't even realize it at the time, but that's definitely how I got into it.
Yeah, totally. Same origin story, I guess. I didn't know it was anime like you, Chermo, but I didn't really become a weeb until like high school. And believe it or not, like, my best friend, who's an anime fan probably more than I am, had never seen Dragon Ball Z and had no interest in watching Dragon Ball Z. It was Bleach, and Bleach really like sent me over the edge, and that's when I started like branching out. But Dragon Ball Z, Toonami, watching with my big bro, playing it on like PS2 when they had their games.
They had the Budokais.
Yes.
Budokai Tenkaichi, bro.
So excited when you got Goku going Super Saiyan.
Yes, that scene was one of the most historic moments for anime. But before we get off this Budokai topic, do you remember like the Budokai 1? I remember this vividly when I had a PS2, and that was like one of the games I got for my birthday, and I was playing it. That mission where you have to, like, when you're Goku and you have to contain Raditz. Do y'all remember what I'm talking about? You gotta like, rotate that. Yeah, you gotta rotate the analog. That was the hardest mission, bro. It took me like 2 hours to get past that one part. I used to get so frustrated. So frustrated trying to do that.
Those games, something else, man.
That was a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
That one moment. That popped up on Twitter actually one time. They're like, this is like the hardest mission ever in gaming history, because that was so tough.
Yeah, man. They were putting those analog sticks to work.
Bro, you just like this, bro. You just
have to like rotate them and balance them and stuff. No, it took me at least 30 tries.
Oh, man.
But so you said, T-Dub, that you got into it. You started to branch out in high school.
In high school, yeah.
High school, and Bleach kind of put you in the universe of anime.
Yes.
It was
So
like, okay, I got to try different ones.
yeah, so it's a funny story. My friend convinced me to join this so my high school is on a community college, and we used to take college classes while we were in high school, and he convinced me to join this computer lab class, and I was like, why would I do that? Literally, you had to have 100 hours in the lab, and all we did was sat there and watch anime before Crunchyroll on those sites I shall not name. And that's all we did, and that's how we got A's. It was 1 unit, and we took the class 3 years in all 3 years.
You got an A watching anime?
Yes,
you got an A just for
man.
watching that?
Yes. And Bleach.
Site, you probably got viruses on them school computers, huh? We're not gonna talk about that though.
I plead the fifth. Okay, I plead the fifth.
Yeah. So Chermo, for you, what? I know you said Dragon Ball is your origin, but what got you more into? Okay, I want to start watching different shows, or let me try to venture out and look at different avenues of anime.
Yeah, what gave you that weeb card?
Okay. So I started Dragon Ball, but that was obviously a long time ago. And then, would y'all consider Avatar an anime? Is it borderline?
It's borderline.
Borderline, Americanized anime?
Yeah, me personally, I'm cool with it. Somebody call it a cartoon, I'm cool with somebody says it's an anime.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so that was another one I watched. And then I would say sometime around high school, I started Naruto. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I just remember starting it, and I had a friend, super weeb, this man 100+ animes, and we're 16 years old. And so he just showed me all these animes. He has an anime list on his.
Anime was his cartoon.
Yes. And so I think that's probably the reason I started Naruto again. But I stopped watching it because school is small, and people started hearing that I started watching anime. So I was like,
the stigma.
I was like, hey, I'll just drop it really quick.
The stigma.
So, yeah, I was like, maybe I don't want to be associated with the anime since it moved really fast. And I stopped right before Pain was going into the hidden, right before he killed Jiraiya.
You said before?
Right before he killed Jiraiya.
Oh man, that's a spoiler alert.
Oh,
well,
if you've never seen Naruto, go watch it. I'm sorry, you just got a little bit spoiled, but there's a lot in between that. So don't worry. Yeah. You probably forget when you're on episode 200 of Naruto, not even Shippuden.
100%.
But so I stopped right before that. And then when I went to college, my roommate is super weeb as well. And he literally, there's a month we didn't have Wi-Fi, and he literally bought the DVD sets of Shippuden. And we literally sat down on our couch for that entire month without Wi-Fi and just watched Shippuden.
Rest in peace, social life.
Oh, it was so bad. Literally, we'd wake up and in 12 hours just entire Naruto day. It's so bad.
Yikes.
And my roommate was the one that started pushing me to watch more anime, and that's when I started watching Bleach. I watched a little bit of Bleach, never got too far into it. I started Attack on Titan for the first time. Still iffy about that one, but he started trying to show me these slice of life animes. Low-key, those kind of hey, bro.
Get into.
Those kind of hit, bro.
Those kind of hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say I started becoming a weeb probably 2 years ago. Whenever me and my roommate just started binge watching anime.
That's good.
So that time without Wi-Fi was like a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it was damn, these things are actually worth watching, bro.
Yeah, it's so much creativity and so much time and effort and imagination goes into anime. You just gotta appreciate it.
Yeah,
at least from my perspective.
It's insane.
You're building these huge ass worlds and universes, all these characters and the personalities and the emotions, and then it takes so much time. It's just so hard not to appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So much creativity that goes into that. for me, so I was a big gamer. So obviously I was watching Dragon Ball Z. But then I would buy Dragon Ball Z games. I don't know how I got introduced into the Naruto games, but I started playing Naruto games first before I even watched the anime. So I was playing the games. They had like the Uzumaki Chronicles and stuff like that for PlayStation 2. I was playing those, and I just kept buying them because I kept liking it so much. And then I eventually just started watching Naruto, and watching Naruto is what really got me into anime. Like, Dragon Ball Z is Dragon Ball Z, but I didn't feel nearly the type of like emotional connection in terms of like feeling related, to Naruto, and just like as a character, because he grew up, kind of solo dolo, and I kind of feel like I grew up like that, being the only child, and just like the emotion, the fight scenes in Naruto is still top tier. That's what really got me into anime for sure, and I didn't watch Naruto until like probably my senior year of high school is when I started watching it. So I was playing the games up until then, but then I actually started watching it, and that was life changing for me. Those 700 episodes was life changing.
Would you guys agree when I say Naruto had obviously amazing fight scenes, but a lot of like the emotional aspects of like Naruto as a human, as a character, and like his relationships with like Sasuke, for example, or like with other people is like
one of the friends
really brought
with
you
Sasuke.
in. Yeah, for a non-slice of life anime, that was like really emotional, like dense topics.
him acting up, just wanting to be accepted by the people. They like is it Iruka Sensei? Him taking them in under his arms, and Naruto, despite all the obstacles that he went through, just constantly pushing and striving to be accepted and to be great. That really resonated with me, honestly.
Yeah.
So
it's like we weren't even
sure.
seeing that on like American television, like sitcoms and like the cartoons we did have never went this deep emotionally. Like they would like laugh about it, like you know what we have, Fairly Odd Parents during that time.
Me. I was watching fucking
like Hey Arnold,
Ed and Eddie.
Yeah,
I was watching Ed and Eddie, stuff like that. You never really develop no type of emotional connection watching the shows that you watch with, like you said, American cartoons and shows like that. So that's another thing that you really got to appreciate about anime is the emotion that goes into it. I feel like the writers and the creators, they take like a piece of their life and put it into the anime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I feel like for most people, especially most people our age, I think they got introduced somehow with Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, or Bleach. Were those the big three? Or
Those were the
was
big
One
three
Piece
for
in
a
there?
while. One Piece?
When did One Piece come in?
Okay, so it was Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Bleach, and then Naruto popped up.
Then Naruto came. Okay.
Bleach was doing weird stuff, and then Naruto took its spot for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, One Piece. Whew.
I have not. I want to.
I got some episodes in. I'm all over the place because I thought I was watching it with a group of friends, and then they were like, I'm like, dude, I'm tired, and then they just keep going. So
yeah, no, it's so I can't watch. If I watch anime with somebody, it has to be after I've already seen the anime, because I got to move at my own pace, and I can't really like depend on other people and wait on other people to watch it.
But it's good. It's One Piece is good.
I saw those 1,000 episodes and I was like,
it's a marathon, not a sprint.
I just gotta bite the bullet and just start it. I heard it's really good, and I imagine that if it's going for 1,000 episodes, you got to be doing something right.
Yeah,
you know.
And I heard it's not slowing down. It has like 5 years left.
Really?
Yeah, he's not slowing down anytime soon. That's for manga too.
Ended?
So
so the manga hasn't ended?
No.
Sheesh.
Keep going.
That's insane.
So
that was another turn off for me for Naruto. I remember in high school, I'd be like, I was talking about where I was, and my friend would be like, "Oh, you still got so long to go," and I'm like, "Bro."
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I made it
Yeah.
once I started watching. At some point, I decided to watch Dragon Ball Z in like chronological order. 'Cause when you catch it on Toonami, it's hard to watch it in like full order. So I ended up buying like all of the box sets. At this job I used to work at that had them, and it was a journey, but like I enjoyed it just watching it from start to finish, you know, and having all the box sets.
Y'all ever watch Dragon Ball GT?
I did.
I tried.
I think I got so far up to
Disappointed.
Baby Saga with Baby, and then I was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just
I'm so
wasn't my cup of
confused.
tea.
Who's Baby Vegeta?
I didn't mind
I
didn't mind Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball, and I like Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball GT was not it. for
Dragon
me
Ball
personally.
Super.
I was gonna ask you all
Yeah,
about
Super.
that. What about
Yeah,
Super?
I like
like
Super.
I love
Super,
Super.
Super gets mixed reviews or gets some flack, but I like Super. I
Yeah,
enjoy it.
maybe
Jiren's
because
my
it's
guy.
not as serious. Like Dragon Ball Z was like fight,
Definitely.
fight, fight. Super's like, all right, we'll have some little comedy, because I'd never seen Vegeta with a sense of humor or anything.
No, at all.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
and it's
emo-
like,
well,
oh,
I'll
okay,
say-
he's still kind of a person.
Mm.
I like it, you know.
Listen, Dragon Ball needs to stop doing my boy Vegeta dirty though, man.
Nah, bro. It's
They
not
do-
about Vegeta, bro. Let him do
No.
dirty.
They do Vegeta so dirty every time. Y'all seen the Frieza movie?
Yes,
The
Yeah.
Resurrection of Frieza movie? Come on.
yes.
Y'all can't tell me that wasn't Vegeta's moment. To get redemption against Frieza,
Like,
Yeah,
and then they turn into Goku. Come on, man.
It
I'm
happens,
so
bro.
disappointed with that.
but it's
No.
like a standard
Speaking.
Dragon Ball episode. Like it's always Goku.
hey, bro, they
Speaking
did my boy Gohan dirty, bro. Come on.
Oh yeah, with
Gohan.
Super. Well, actually,
Yeah,
not even,
the
not
glow
even just with
down.
Super.
After the Cell Saga,
after, yeah,
bro.
after that one, yeah, because they say he's supposed to be stronger than his dad. He just
Bro,
focused on school.
tragic.
That's what happens
Yeah, they
when Goku is not around to enforce the training. Mom Chi-Chi
No,
just came
I
through
know,
like,
right?
studying.
You got school. You got school.
My boy became what was his name? The great
The
Saiyan
Great
Man?
Saiyan
Great
Man,
Saiyan
bro.
Oh my god, it was terrible.
Saved the world, and he was known
Oh,
as the Great
man.
Saiyan Man.
Real quick,
Hey.
speaking of Vegeta, I just want to show off my little holographic thing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Friends of
That
all
thing-
Saiyans out here.
that thing changed colors too.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
I was gonna get
You'd love to
a
see?
0-2 one of those.
Zero. Oh, darling.
Darling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, speaking of darling, Chermo, segue into our little next topic. So obviously we spoke about what got us into anime, but what kind of anime are we watching right now? So name just animes that some of your favorites or ones that you're watching at the moment, ones that you want to get into, etc., etc. Said darling because I already know ahead of time that Chermo
That's top tier,
is
bro.
biased. Yeah.
Yeah. I came across Darling on TikTok.
On
Literally
TikTok, really?
on TikTok, yes. I was
Was
just
it like a scene from an episode or something?
no, it was 0-2. It's just over and over again, bro. I'd see her, and it was just like obviously it would just be like a compilation, and then I'd scroll a little bit and see another one, and then people are like, "Hey, bro, this anime is good," and I have some friends from Florida, and they're like, "Yeah, bro, it was a pretty good anime." I was like, "Okay," so I had already like been accustomed to 0-2 for like ever, and I was just super biased when I went in and fell in love with the anime, bro. But like I literally just it kept popping up on TikTok just over and over and over again.
That's crazy. That's how you got introduced to that.
Yeah,
I would
I
have never expected that.
Yeah.
I even got a sticker over on my car now, bro.
See?
You?
I got those little peak stickers.
The
I
one
got
that's
one
peeking.
around my car.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
go.
That's what's up. That's what's up, bro.
It has to be my favorite, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, what else? Are you watching any other ones right now?
I'm watching Your Lie in April.
You're
You're
lying,
lying, April.
April.
That's
Let's
the
Yeah.
go.
popular one. I have yet to get into.
Let's go.
They told me it was sad, bro. So I had
We're
to
over here
watch.
playing the piano. Let's go.
My friend was like, I watched it and couldn't listen to classical music for like 2 months, or I'd start crying. And I was like, all right, bro, I guess I gotta watch it.
Ain't that the truth?
How far are you into it?
Like barely. Just
Oh,
episode
barely.
2.
Just started.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Not too far.
What about you, TDub?
Ooh, right now I am on Yasahime, which is Inuyasha's like spin-off about his legacy. So his for people who know Inuyasha, it's like he's a demon, and it's like in the olden times of like Japan, and this girl goes back in time, and she's like a part demon slayer because she's reincarnated for someone who's like a, what's it called in Japan? Not a priest. One of the ladies at the shrines. Okay, the ladies at the shrines with the nice, sacred bows and arrow. Okay, it's about their children. Their children. They have 3 daughters. They're princesses. And they're going in here slaying demons and stuff. It's like Demon Slayer, but like Sailor Moon. But it's fun. Okay? It's good.
Inuyasha was one of the older ones, right?
It was one really old,
90s,
like 90s.
Late 90s, early
late
yeah.
90s. Around when like Sailor Moon was like the thing.
Yeah.
That was on Toonami too. It would come up at like 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say that. I remember Inuyasha used to always come on like around the same time Dragon Ball Z would come on. I would just never watch it. I don't know why. I just never gave it the time of day.
You know what?
Same. I remember that one. Sailor Moon. There's another one. Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that one either. Which that's the creator of Hunter x Hunter. I heard that one right. So I need to watch that.
I need to finish
out of sheer respect.
Soundtrack.
How long it is?
Fire.
You know how long it is?
I actually don't. I think it's quite a bit. Like it had a good run. Like I think it's a couple seasons.
Okay.
But you hear that
one's a
theme song. It's like those anime songs that you've never seen the show, but you heard like the opening everywhere. So you're like, oh, this is the show that came with it. Very good, like chef's kiss. And right now I just finished that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
As a slime? Is that one any good? Is that a slice of life or what is that?
It's an isekai. So remember Sword Art Online?
Mm-hmm.
Dude transports kind of to another world. That's kind of happened. Not to spoil something, but like something happens to the dude that gets into a magical world, but he's a slime ball. But he's a pretty OP slime ball. And it just shows his like nobody like they're like the slime, it talks, like it communicates, what is this? And then he takes his knowledge from like Japan and influences it into this magical world, and it's hilarious. A second season was just announced, so 2021 I'm ready for season 2, but it's totally good. Not a slice of life. Trust me, when I find slice of life, I will tell you because I love those.
Slice of life sound like it's where it's at.
Hey, bro. Yes, bro, you do. I'm telling you, I recently got into them, bro. And they're kind of top tier, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm about to watch them. I'm so used to my action or fantasy type stuff. But...
Yo, actually, Domestic Girlfriend. That's a slice of
I heard
life.
That one.
Watch it and let me know what you think, because it's slice of life, but it got some real topics. Like it's not relatable, but you'd be like, dang, I could see this happening on like Twitter. Like those Twitter threads that you're like, wow, did someone really went through this? Like it's an anime drawing.
Bad. So you got any other ones that you watch besides those two? Or
I go back and forth.
Give me what's some of your favorites?
Hajime no Ippo, which is a boxing anime.
That's the older one, right? Like
yeah,
the real older one.
It's old.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about.
It's like the coolest story. If Rocky was an anime, that's what I can say. Like if Rocky was an anime.
I've seen some of those fights on YouTube, and I'm like, I gotta check that one out. Just never got around to it.
Yeah, I usually spend my time like I would literally like Crunchyroll roulette, just look for the weirdest titles and just watch them and see what happens.
That's how I stumbled upon my favorite one.
What's your favorite?
What's your favorite?
The Hunter x Hunter.
Hey.
I was literally just looking for an anime to watch, and I was just scrolling through, and I think like the cover on Crunchyroll has Gon, Killua, Kurapika, and Leodio, and then I read like the description of it, and I seen that it got like decent stars. It had like 5 stars and over a lot of reviews. So I'm like, I'll give this a shot. And I watched like the first few episodes. I'm like, what is this? But about 5 episodes in, I was hooked. I've never binge watched any show, anime or non-anime, as fast as I did Hunter x Hunter. I probably cleared that out in like 5 days. I kid you not.
5 days.
That's a
Yeah,
record.
not even, it didn't even take me a week to get through the 100 and I don't know how many episodes it is, but
How many? Where is
Hunter
your
x Hunter's
sleep?
my favorite.
It's like 1:30, bro.
Hunter x Hunter's my favorite. I literally spent, it was during the summertime too, so like literally that's all I really did. I would do like my homework, go to work, and I just watch Hunter x Hunter for the rest of the day or night. It was so addicting. So addicting.
I can already see it. Homies are like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" And you're like, "Yeah, you want to come over and watch Hunter x Hunter?" Oh no. Well.
Yeah, I guess we ain't hanging then.
Yeah.
Throw it on Crunchyroll.
No, yeah, Hunter x Hunter is my favorite. Some that I'm watching right now, Darling. I gotta watch that. Chermo's been bugging me about it.
Yes. Hey, bro, you bugged me for Hunter x Hunter
I
literally
did,
for the
that's valid.
longest
Well,
time,
I bugged you for that because you said Dragon Ball Z was the greatest anime of all time.
bro.
When that-
hey,
It's probably the most impactful, but in terms of greatest, I don't even think that's in my top 10. To be honest,
it's in my top. Okay.
I don't think I can put DBZ in my top 10. Maybe
It's
bottom
an
tier
honorable mention
for sure.
for sure.
But yeah, I'm watching that. I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen that just started on Crunchyroll, which is really really good. I'm really feeling that one. Let's see, Misfit of Demon Academy. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one, but I've been watching that one as well.
Sounds familiar.
I had a coworker put me on that. It's about this OP demon who gets, like the original demon who gets reincarnated, and he's just like really overpowered. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but I've been checking that one out as well. And that's really about it, honestly. I have a lot that I want to watch because I really want to get into some slice of life ones. It's not enough time in the day, you know. We just need like 40 hours in a day. I'll be able to watch. I'll dedicate 5 hours to anime, you know.
40
Yeah.
hours in a day.
Oh, Fire Force. I'm watching Fire Force as well.
Fire Force. Okay.
Yeah, season 2. I don't know if you guys have checked that out at all. Have either of y'all watched Fire Force or no?
I have, but I have not finished.
Okay. Did you finish the first season?
I didn't.
No.
Yeah, I'm liking that one. I really want to watch some like Steins Gate. I want to watch that. Darwin's Game. I want to check
Dr.
that
Stone.
out. I love Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone's
I'm so excited
good.
for season 2. I'm so excited for season 2.
I was just getting so annoyed by all the Crunchyroll ads. Dr. Stone, and I was
Yeah.
like, I guess I'll just watch it then. I guess.
So you just started that one like recently?
No, I started it in July.
Oh, okay. Did you finish the first
No,
season?
I didn't finish.
Oh, okay. You know, definitely check that one out. I guess people are saying like the second season is supposed to be crazy. Like it just the first season was just a warm up compared to what's about to happen. That's what I've heard or read, but
Because I appreciate these studios going outside the box a little bit more, because it was a series of time where every anime was very similar, like Dragon Ball Z. So you had Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, a lot of more power fighting animes, and Dr. Stone was like, it wasn't exactly slice of life, it wasn't exactly fighting, it was like a mix.
I'm about to educate you on science.
Yeah, like what?
Stone
We're
is.
learning like in an
Yeah.
anime, like usually we got people fighting half the time. It's like I'm gonna
Yeah, I
outsmart
really
you with
enjoy
my
it.
brain. So
I like anime like that though.
that's cool, yeah.
Like the mind chess games, like Death Note, stuff like that. I like anime like that a lot.
Infamous eating the potato chip.
Potato chip.
Yeah.
What reference
The
is
Death
that?
Note. Death Note. When he eats the chip, and he has the Death Note in the potato chip bag, because they were watching him. So it made him look,
yeah. I
so he
remember
can
that.
still
No, it
see.
took me a while.
And he's like, the way he like breaks down that scene, he's like, and I'll eat the chips. Oh, dramatic.
Yeah, I remember that.
I never got too far into Death Note. I never really liked it.
You didn't like it?
Nah.
If you didn't like the first few episodes, then you definitely won't like the last half or quarter, because the last quarter it fell off, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a very dark anime. Like
I
the
like
concept was
dark.
good. Like you said, toward the end, it kind of was like, but
yeah, once a certain person got killed off, it just took a just
it
went
was
downhill
like,
for me.
But it's definitely one of those iconic where like you know what Death Note is. Everybody, like, if you're an anime fan, kind of have a nice idea of Death Note. And if you have a friend who like never watches anime and you know they're like about that dark stuff, you'll be like, Death Note. That's your first anime. Or Attack on Titan.
I'll put people on Tokyo Ghoul for dark.
Tokyo Ghoul, really?
Oh.
That
Like
might
past
be too
season
much
1?
for like a starter. No, first season. Only first season. Only first season.
Hey, just watch the first season.
Yeah, and just don't go back.
Does his hair change? Don't watch that past that.
Yeah.
That,
I couldn't even watch the final season. I tried to push through. I just couldn't even do it.
Oh man.
that weeb friend I had, he was the one that he was like, hey, you should watch Tokyo Ghoul right after I finished Naruto. And I was like, I guess I'll just start it because you asked. And I watched it and I was like, oh, it's pretty good. And then after the first season, I was like, okay.
What is it?
I was like, okay.
Yeah, they definitely. They say it was just rushed compared to the manga. That's what I've heard. So, but it definitely took a downward spiral. Have you guys ever heard of Parasite?
Yes.
Parasite, yes.
I love Parasite. Parasite's so good. One of my favorites. I feel like that's a sleeper anime. A lot of people don't know about it, but people that do watch are like, okay, this anime is really, really good. But it's not as popular as I think it should be.
Oh yeah. Crunchyroll gave me all the Parasite ads.
Yeah. Really? I
haven't watched it yet though.
Parasite ads.
I haven't seen
Oh, you
Parasite
haven't watched it? Oh, I gotta
no.
check that out. I gotta check that out. But yeah. Let's see.
Is there actually any animes that's not out yet that you're looking forward to watching? I know 2021 is upon us. Any upcoming or anime that you haven't seen that you're like really hyped about watching next, or what's on your next watch list?
Does this count as like a fresh anime or like
no? It could be a continuation, like
yeah.
you know, Demon Slayer movie.
That's number one for me. Well, Attack on Titan, the finale.
The finale, yeah.
They're both up there in terms of my excitement for both. I'm excited to see both of those. Dr. Stone season 2, obviously, and there's another one that I cannot think of right now. I'll have to look it up, but there's another one I just can't think of. But those are my top 3 for sure. Is Demon Slayer movie, Attack on Titan season 4, and Dr. Stone season 2.
I'm really ready for ReZero.
ReZero.
I've never watched that yet.
I like it. I really like it.
I've heard really good things about that.
Same.
I was super skeptical on it because I had 2 friends. One of them was like, you need to watch it. The other one was like, no, it's average. And I was like, I'll watch it. And I really, really like it. And the second season's coming in January.
Yeah. I've heard good things about that for sure.
I'm so ready for it.
The one that slipped my mind was The Promised Neverland season 2.
Promised Neverland.
I started.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Never finished. I'm too scared. I don't want to see what happens to these poor
Really?
children.
It's not as bad as, like, after the first episode I was like, oh my god, it's about to get fucking crazy. But it's not as bad as the first episode portrays it to be. But it's pretty suspenseful though. I would definitely try to give it a watch, push through it if you could.
Okay. My next anime, actually, I'm going back. Gonna give JoJo Bizarre Adventure another shot.
I love JoJo's.
I was told
JoJo's.
once past part 1, he gets a lot better. So
That's all you have to do. I promise you, just get past that first part. Because the first part for me, I was like, what what is this? It's moving so fast. And it just wasn't, but JoJo's is honestly one of my favorites, man. It's so creative.
So I never got into it, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely had to go into it
the art
with
style
open
was so
mind.
different. And I was like, you know what? I keep hearing good things, and I keep seeing these memes. So I need to give it a
definitely
shot.
watch JoJo's, and then like each season is so unique from the other, but it still connects the story. It's so good.
Right.
I love JoJo's a lot.
If anything, I just want to be able to do the dope Dio moves and be relevant. You know, like
His stand,
not know what I'm doing,
Dio-
but like.
Dio is one of the most saucy. That's another thing with JoJo's. JoJo's has like the most characters with the most like drip. You know,
Yeah.
just like styled out, just
It's like all
saucy.
these buff dudes with like
Mm-hmm.
elaborate clothing. I was like, wow, okay,
Yeah.
this is interesting. This is interesting.
What are y'all thoughts on Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh.
You didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Oh,
I did a little bit of
man.
Pokemon, but I didn't really watch Yu-Gi-Oh or like Digimon, stuff like that. I didn't really watch it.
You
when I
didn't
was
watch
Yeah.
Digimon?
Mm-mm.
So
No.
I kind of watched it, but it was like I lived in a household where there was like Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh. Not supposed to watch, so I was kind of. But when I had the chance, you know, I was watching. So, but I played Yu-Gi-Oh more than I like watched it.
Yes, yeah.
Like
I was-
video games or like the actual card game?
like
Oh, actual card game,
Oh, okay.
like with little tiny text you can't see.
Yeah.
I never got into that when I was younger. Just never did.
Yeah,
I used to collect some Pokemon cards, and half the time I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But
they just
Get
look
back
cool.
on that Pokemon. Get back on that Pokemon
Oh,
card
yeah.
grind right now, bro.
That's the
that's
thing
that's
now.
the thing.
Yes, bro.
That's
It's
the thing.
pretty big now,
Like
bro.
reviving again. Or coming
Yeah.
back?
Oh yeah,
Cards are selling for a couple $100.
yeah. Now are people even playing the game, or are they just, you know, card
Oh,
collecting?
I've seen people play the game at school.
Okay, let's go.
I'm like,
That's
Bring
crazy.
Yu-Gi-Oh back. Let's go. Bring Yu-Gi-Oh back.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
I want the whole deck
the
holder they
whole
had.
deck,
Yeah.
Those are
That's
so
all I
sick,
wanted.
bro.
Wasn't like on the entire arm or something
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah.
Put it right here and it just like, rotates
Yeah.
all around your arm, man.
Yeah.
The way you
Yeah,
be
yeah, I
wearing that
remember
to
some of
school
that.
just to look cool. You're like, hey, I battle you. Face down. Activated
Those
my
are
trap
so
card.
sick, bro.
Do you think a lot of like anime games are gonna, because Yu-Gi-Oh is like not an anime game, but they have games. Like, do you think VR, like anime games, are gonna start going slowly into VR, other than VR chat and stuff like that? Like, do you think we'll be playing Yu-Gi-Oh in VR and feeling these things?
That's something. I mean, listen, with the PS5 haptic feedback and like their controllers, I'm not gonna get too deep into like video games and all that stuff, but I feel like anything is possible at one point, you know. But I would like for that. I've always said that, like, before I die, I literally want to kind of go into a Matrix, like the Matrix movie. I want to go into the Matrix, but go into like an anime world. Or if y'all ever seen that movie, Ready Player One. I don't know
Yes,
if y'all seen
yes.
that.
Yeah.
Something like that. I've always wanted to experience something like that before I die. I think it's possible. Anime games right now though are just so bad, man. I feel like they
Yeah.
always bomb anime games.
Especially
My
if it's
Hero
after
ones,
like
One
an
Punch
anime,
Man,
yeah.
they just bomb the big titles. So
Oh,
I would like
actually-
for something like that to happen though.
You might be interested. Persona 5, popular JRPG, actually has been animated into an anime. So
I've seen that
it went
somewhere,
the
actually.
other way. It went the other way around. So it came out as a game. If you guys wanted to watch it as an animation, it's actually really good. Kind of spoils the game, you know, because like the nice cutscenes, and they just put that together, and there's a show. But it's totally worth it if you don't feel like playing for like 100 hours.
I'm gonna have to give that game a shot, honestly.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna So do you have to play the other personas to kind of follow the story, or
Nope,
is each
not
one
at all.
unique?
Each
one
one's
is
unique. Just the same battle type. Just each one's a different character, different story, different issues. It's great.
Okay.
It's the most anime feeling I've ever felt in the game. Like, I feel like I'm in an anime. I am protagonist Kun.
I'm gonna have to give that a shot for sure.
You know, I'm okay with VR. Taking a sweet time, because Sword Art Online kind of ruined everything for me. I'm scared I'm gonna get stuck.
Oh, you mean the actual anime Sword Art
Yes,
Online?
Sword Art Online,
I
yes.
thought you was pointing that they had a Sword Art Online VR and it just bombed.
No, you know, I will not touch that. If they was an
I
actual
would.
VR sort of online, as much as I would want to, I'd be too scared. If they playing around, they'd be like, "You cannot escape." I'd be like, "Oh no,
You're like, damn.
I'm dying. Oh no, it's over, man. I'm level 1 out here in these streets."
If I did something like VR, I would need like an open space, like an empty room, so I can
Oh,
like
for sure.
just go free and go wild, not have to worry about bumping in and stuff like that.
Like
Yeah.
But I want to touch on one more thing because I know Chermo, you kind of touched on it or hinted at it earlier. You said that during high school you was like watching anime, or when you was getting into it, people start to hear that you was watching it, and so you kind of say like, nah, I don't really watch. It's not true. So I want to touch on that topic of the stigma surrounding anime, and for me personally, how much it's grown and it's become more widely accepted in the past. Like, I think since social media has came into play, like Twitter and stuff like that, I think anime has become a lot more accepted into, like, you know, people watch anime. It's not like, oh, you're a fucking nerd or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so my question to you guys is that, like, did you guys have any experiences kind of like similar to Chermo, where you kind of had to hide your little weebness at any point in time before it starts to become more accepted?
I mean, mine was just high school, and then as soon as I came over here to college, I just stopped caring. I mean, I obviously, from having 100 kids in my class to having 100 kids in my like entire graduating class to 100 kids in just one class.
One room.
Yeah, like obviously I stopped caring what people thought. So just now, I got a damn 02 sticker on my car.
Right.
And I got like an air freshener in there as well. And like, I don't know. I feel like people just think of it as like action. When if you were to explain to like somebody that doesn't watch anime, like, oh, I watch anime, I feel like they just instantly go to like Dragon Ball Z, like Naruto, like the fighting scenes and the cartoons moving like that. They don't understand that there's like even just more genres of anime. Like, it's just anime and then the genres, but like they don't understand that there's like even like story plots
and like the thought
in the anime. Yeah, like they just, when you just explain like, oh yeah, I watch anime, they just instantly just think fighting and cartoons fighting each other,
just moving really fast. I don't know. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I stopped caring about what people thought about anime as soon as I left high school.
Yeah, and that's kind of the same for me. Like, honestly, in high school, I was so critical of what people thought of me that I was just so scared to just be myself, like, in any aspect. And like, it turned out, honestly, I think high school was probably like the worst time of my life, to be honest. I just feel like I just really couldn't be myself. And yeah, man, just like over the last few years, I just kind of just stopped caring. You know, I have anime shirts, I have a My Hero jacket, and it's sweet moments like I would wear a jacket or a shirt, and some random person who I would never think watch anime would like compliment it or be like, oh, I like it, or and then it starts a conversation, you know, little conversation starters and stuff like that. And so it's just really cool that me just being more open with myself, I've been able to meet a lot of people and just kind of develop new friends and connections with people just based off anime alone. So I think that's really sweet. But before that, I was really kind of in my shell. And why they want to be viewed as a nerd, but you just gotta do what you want, you know?
Yeah, dude. I was totally the nerd, as I was like the only female in my friend group who was like about the anime life, and it was like, I guess one other girl who like was too, so we're just like an army of two, and mostly dudes who like liked anime, and then everybody else like, you're a nerd. And I was like, you know, yeah, I'm already a nerd, like for other reasons, so I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I wish I had that mindset
I wasn't like
in high school.
But it's like I only like talked about it with my friends. It wasn't like me outward. Like, we wore uniforms, so I couldn't really like express my anime love off rip. You know, uniforms, the whole like shirt and like black pants, all of that. And so, you couldn't really express your love of anime to an extent, but we was out there at lunchtime, got the manga. We over here, like, one of my friends who's, like, really into it more than I was, and he had all this different manga and things like that. We're like, yo, bring it. While, like, reading class and stuff like that. Like, but once I hit college, went off the deep end, I was like, what? Watching all the anime.
Yeah.
But I was kind of self-conscious about it, but it was like I kind of had a little net group to where like they made you feel like comfortable liking
Made
anime.
you feel okay.
Yeah. Other than that, it was like now
I
I'm
wish I had
like,
that.
hey, have you seen anime? What's up? Hello, anime. Like all my anime shirts, like no problems.
Like I ever since I started going to gym back in February, and probably like in June, that's when it's that store. I showed you that Killua shirt I got.
Mhm.
That
Spencer's Hot Topic. It was one of those.
I think
Yeah.
it was
You sent me the link. It was Hot
Zoomies.
Topic.
No, it was Zoomies. It was Zoomies.
Zoomies.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
They,
Mhm.
Zoomies just started dropping like collabs with like it was Naruto, One Piece, like
Oh
Hunter,
yeah.
like, Dragon Ball Z, and I was just like, what the heck? And I was like, I could buy these shirts, but like, I feel like people would just see me walking around in them and be like, oh, this guy watches anime. And I was just like, I'll buy them. And I bought them. And I was like, I know I'm not going to wear these around as t-shirts. So I just cut them up and literally just made them into cutoffs for the gym. And I pull up to the gym, bro, and I swear, I kid you not, like, it's literally like, I'll walk in, somebody's like, hey, bro, I like your shirt. And I'm like, oh, thanks, bro. And it's just instant, just start talking about anime.
Yeah. Bro, literally, there's a guy that goes to my gym that has a Naruto, like a Katsuki, sleeveless shirt that he works out in. And I don't like to interrupt people when they work out, but every time I see him, I just want to go to him like, listen, I respect that.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
never interrupt people when they work out. But yeah, I had that exact same thoughts. That's crazy.
Dude,
But
that's
yeah, I
the
mean,
thing of
you see
itself.
like all these pop culture stores starting to open up, a whole bunch of
Yeah.
anime with collectibles, and there was a time where the actor Michael B. Jordan had he had a
Naruto
line
collab?
with was it
Yeah.
Coach?
Coach.
I think it was with
Yeah.
Coach, yeah. You know, and so it's like I
totally
said, it's
ruined
becoming
it,
a
but,
lot more
like-
widely accepted. Oh yeah, I didn't like the line at all. I thought it was.
He
real
said
so far, 'cause it's a
Naruto.
lot better.
Shippuden.
Did he call him
Like,
Naruto?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
like said
Yeah, I
it all
remember-
types
yeah.
of weird. We're just like,
Said it's so
Right.
weird, yeah. I was just like, okay.
Yikes. I didn't hear him say it.
like you're still a fan.
When I
You
mean,
tried.
You tried. It's okay.
you hear Meg Thee Stallion rapping about watching Naruto and stuff like that. It's
Yes.
just crazy. It's crazy.
It's so
Like-
anime is so much more accepted. Like it's just
Mhm.
now a natural
Yeah,
thing.
I'm on TikTok, bro. Like, there's so many people that just like so open about anime. Like, even if it's just like a little bit. And I'm like, literally, like a couple of years ago, people would have never been doing any of this.
Mhm. I like it though. I love it.
Love it.
And it's becoming so much more popular, and I think that it could be a double-edged sword in the sense that it's become more popular. It's going to get more support, which means they can do more things with anime and with their shows and creativity, but then it could also become more saturated. So, but
Yeah.
I really am like happy that it's becoming more accepted, because I just feel like I can be myself more. Well, I'll be myself regardless at this point, but it really is nice to feel that way.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. What? So I think that's a good segue off into the end of our first episode. Any hopes for next episode, this podcast? I guess New Year's resolutions early. What, speak it into existence, manifestation.
Manifestation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot. So, one, I would like for us to get build a good enough community to where we can have like live stream sessions and like call-in sessions with other people and guest hosts and stuff like that. I would like to get I would like for us to get sponsored by either Display or Crunchyroll. I'm speaking that into
Crunchyroll.
existence right now.
Chiro.
Your ad
And,
could be here or here somewhere in an open spot.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Your name
here.
on it.
So I guess I say a lot, but just mainly those 2-3 things right there. Build a community of people that are just, a diverse community, which is one thing that I quickly just want to tap on and not put too much energy into it. But I do see a lot of negative energy in the anime community at times, specifically on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I don't want us to be nothing like that. So a good positive community with good people that just are genuine, just have a genuine passion for anime. That's really about all I can ask for. I think the rest will come along the way, but you just gotta have that passion for it.
Passion. Need the passion.
Mm-hmm. That's where it all starts.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching our first episode. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to leave it a like and comment below what was your first anime and what's your favorite anime that you're currently watching, or what are you looking forward to the future. If you've never seen anime before, what are you looking forward to watching first? If any of our suggestions entice you to watch something new. We are working on getting this on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, the whole 9 yards. Definitely follow us on our Twitter, Shadow Chopstick Podcast, for more info on these things. It's been your girl TDub. We got Stro and Chermo here. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time.
Deuces.
Deuces.